All right, all right, all right. We're back. And see if we can get Char Willie and Rom in. All right, we're here. We're here. Round two. Try it, Char. I emailed it to you. Try it. See if we can get it to work. Doesn't work for you either? My goodness. Okay. The second one doesn't work? Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. I don't know what's going on. Because I couldn't get on Obsidians yesterday either. It sent, so I pasted it into the chat. Try it and see if it works. Artisan, try it for me. See if it works. There's Nicole,
Hello.
my science. This is my little scientist.
It worked for me. Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, it was while you're here. I want to ask you a question.
Oh, here we go.
Well,
Yes.
you're my resident expert. Who else do I have to? I ain't got nobody else, baby. All I got.
hmm
I think I sent you. I
hmm
think I sent you the that article about them being able to actually hook a CRISPR up to a scope and actually detect DNA defects.
I think I did. Yeah, I think you did send it to me. I haven't been able to look at it.
Yeah, that is to me that
Yeah.
is
They have the
yeah
all these
yeah
different edits, like tens of thousands. Like
yeah
they what was like 13,000 edits they did.
yeah. Say
Yeah, I
wow,
haven't even looked yet.
Man, that is
Yeah, that's an
that
advancement.
is Skynet in a bucket right there. Once you open that one up,
Right. Mm-hmm.
mm. Because
Very different.
I'm sure I'm positive that they don't let it just anybody near that CRISPR good because of the amount of damage somebody could do if they got one or got a hold of somebody that's unauthorized.
Well, I think they have the now it's I guess they have like temporal and spatial
Mm,
um like the specifications are so exact, and you
Mhm.
can't like certain. You have to be a certain BSL biosafety level
Okay.
to use certain things. Like we BSL 1, so
Mhm.
there's certain things we can't do. We can't, of course, do we can do CRISPR.
Mhm.
We can't do animal work. We can't use a lot of viruses. But if you want to
Mhm.
incorporate CRISPR
Mhm.
with a lot of these other viruses,
Mhm.
then you would have to go up a higher BSL
Mhm.
level. And yeah, I mean anybody can do anything really at this point. And
Yeah.
from a lowly, tech, all the way up to a PI who really wants to, focus on different things. It depends on what you want to do, like what area you're in.
Mhm.
But it's getting to the point where, like, when I was listening to you and Rice talk about the grants, like,
Mhm.
that's where I think it's going to be more revealing because from the grants, then you can see what kind. Well, actually, no, it's the other way around. From the clinical trials,
Mhm.
then you kind of know what kind of grants they're doing
Mhm. Hey,
because the trial is
hey,
being
Catch, do me a
grant.
favor. Try pasting the link from your page and putting it into the chat and see if it'll work from there. Because it might be just me.
Mm,
Okay.
So copy the link up there and then paste it into the chat and see if they can get on. This is perplexing, but
mhm.
it's probably just it's probably just YouTube and then rerouting everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Good
I'm
evening,
saying
ladies.
yeah, but
Hey.
I said who would actually hook up a CRISPR to an AI and trust it?
I don't know. I don't know who would do that. I don't know.
You know that's where it's headed. Because if
I
we don't do
don't.
it, you know who's gonna do it.
I can't speak about that. So,
Oh, okay. All right.
yeah. I'll just, yeah.
All right. All right. I will. You can take the fifth on that one.
Yeah. All I can say is it's pretty cool. And, you
Hmm.
know, I don't know how much it costs because I don't pay for that stuff.
Well, the thing is,
But,
I'm sure it's just a prototype at this point. But the thing is, they announced it
mm,
publicly. It's got to be have a few legs. They announced it publicly. I was just shocked to see it. I said, "Shit, this stuff is moving fast."
yeah. Yeah, it is. It's been moving slowly for a while, but it's picking up
Romwell
now.
said, "It's the white man."
Yeah.
uh,
I mean, it's actually good because,
uh,
if you're into different things,
hmm
um, well, if you understand how the technology is moving, like I was saying once, like, investing in it, putting your kids in STEM, it's not gonna go
hmm
backwards.
That's true. No.
It's only gonna go forward. I mean,
Okay.
the best thing is to learn more about it and so that you can avoid a lot of the pitfalls that will come from, the dangers of, I guess, mixing CRISPR and AI. I mean, CRISPR in itself is AI, but
Yeah.
um, the main thing is like not being afraid of it. People are so afraid of the unknown, and I'm like, okay, it's
Oh yeah.
not.
What if you let loose something that's unpredictable, wipe out the whole planet? I mean,
Yeah,
the gray goo
I mean, there are certain things like they're not gonna let you be that irresponsible.
mhm.
Um, I it, I mean,
Yeah, there's
it's
safety. In other
a
words,
very
there's safety
small
protocols.
possibility.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
safety
there's a lot of safety
protocols in place.
protocols.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's I'm sure if they start mixing with AI that they'll have a lot of kill switches, you'll have a lot of
Hmm.
um like programming in there that will disable like very specific functions for survival.
Hmm.
Self-preservation will be, deleted or reversed so that the machine would commit suicide. Like that's one thing that you would need to
Uh.
do. You just
Oh.
activate death
Okay.
genes
Oh,
in the
okay.
AI system.
That sounds like that kind of sounds like what was it? What was it? What was that movie?
I am
With the
Legend.
no, I Am Legend that had they had the kill virus embedded into the
Mhm.
replicants. But Harrison Ford was the name of that movie.
Harrison Ford.
Yeah, Harrison Ford. It was actually in the '80s where where they were
Hmm.
making replicants for what was the name of that movie?
I don't even remember.
Uh, I'd have to look it up. But yeah, but it
It
basically
must have been back in the 90s or something, the
no,
80s.
it's actually in the '80s. It was actually in the '80s. It was Harrison
Okay.
Ford, and I'm trying to remember the name of it. In fact, they made a remake of it,
Hmm.
uh, like uh, like a year or two ago. A remake of the old Blade Runner. That's what it was. Blade
I was
Runner.
about to say the one with the people in the helmets.
No, it was actually Blade Runner, and the
Um,
replicants are actually made to be off world, and
mhm,
they put a kill switch basically. They could only live for so long
mhm.
before they actually terminated, and the replicants actually came back to Earth trying to find a fix so they could actually get more life. But I think their lives terminated after 5 years.
Yeah, so these will probably
Mm-hmm.
regenerate themselves or something because, you have
Mm-hmm.
regenerative medicine involved in this.
Mm-hmm.
So they may be able to, which makes me feel like, what makes me feel like it's more of like defense. Because if you have, I mean, you won't need to have a draft or have soldiers, new soldiers. You just have regenerating them,
Yeah,
regenerate themselves. Yeah.
much like talking about where the soldiers actually automatically regenerate themselves.
Hmm.
Hmm.
They're doing all these experiments with eyes. It starts with
Mm-hmm.
eyes, and they even have the old lady in Scotland. She's 71. She doesn't feel pain.
I mean,
She's
this.
never felt any
Oh, she
kind of
never felt
pain.
pain. Okay.
She has a FAAH gene mutation. Um, it's a very dominant mutation, but rare, and they want to. I already know what they want to do with that mutation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
Well, yeah. You can take a whole lot of damage without feeling pain. But yeah.
yeah, so it'd be cheaper to just CRISPR you with that mutation than to build. What is it, Boston Dynamics, and all these other companies. You just take
Uh.
the material that's already there.
Well, there would if you look at say like a series like Halo,
Yeah.
where they did both, where they actually modified the human, but also um,
Oh, yeah.
there's only so much you can actually do with a human body.
Yeah.
You can't turn a human skin into titanium.
Well, yeah, but what was that movie where they actually had the steel framing under the skin or something? I forgot what it was. It was something.
And I'm saying how you're gonna. But the thing
But
is, you can do.
how do
But
you
thing
incorporate that?
how
Yeah.
you incorporate that kind of metal into a bone.
Mm.
The easier way to do it would actually be nanobites
Yeah,
you know
you're right.
instead of it's,
At the genetic level.
instead of genetic. Yeah, that would be a genetic trick that at least on our scales we can't do. You'd have to be something
Yeah.
more on the lower, or sort of like the what do you call them, the Borg. Even the Borg
Hmm.
use nanobites or nanoprobes, so they incorporate
Hmm.
both, which is probably
The
well,
best way to do it.
actually they're probably doing it now. It's actually using what we could what nanoprobes or nanobites to actually enhance what's already there. So you probably work it from both ways.
Hmm. That's a good point.
Yeah. He said, Rom said I should have set up a candy grade. If you, we can actually try. I can actually try this on my main channel if you guys want to do that. But let me know. I can actually just switch over to my main channel. We can actually run it for there if that's what you guys want to do and set it up the same way.
No, it's up to him what he
Yeah,
wants to do.
I'll let Char and Rom decide.
Hmm.
Yeah, but when I said since I had you on this, but I just wanted to ask you about that. But I said if you I just don't. That's one thing I don't feel comfortable about. It's one thing if humans do it, modify a human. But when
Mhm.
AI started modifying a human, I said, I'm not that comfortable with that. I'm just not. And I'm sure that's going to be the next step.
Yeah, but I mean, how do you stop it though?
You can't.
So it's like the
You
people
can't.
who want it done are just like, well, this is easier. They're not anticipating any issues.
What?
Um,
What if you're in a
mhm,
race or a cold war, so to speak, and you basically
mhm.
it's an arms race. Nothing's off the table because
That's true.
and you will sacrifice. Well, the Chinese don't have any problems with sacrificing bodies,
That's true.
and
Yeah.
we're not at that. Well, legally, socially, we're not at that level. But what they do behind closed doors, you never know. There's always off-site um, countries and places like black sites where they can actually do stuff. But Chinese don't have any problem with it. They do it openly. Sacrifice 1,000, 100,000, even 1,000,000 to
Yeah, because
advance.
they figure like, okay, what are people gonna do about it? Nothing.
Hmm.
Because they look at the not only that they look at the greater good, but they also look at like, okay, we're first, so
Mm.
like that's it.
All right. Everybody's having problems. Do you guys want me to move this to my main site and try it from there? Yeah. If you guys want me to move it to the main site, try it from there. Just hit a one.
Oh, I'm not in chat.
Yeah. Eh, Well, you guys are already on. You guys aren't having a problem. Yeah. Yeah. I like well, you since you're in the industry, I like to bounce things off of you. You know, see if it could
Mhm.
go there. You know,
I usually say if
if
you
it if
think about it,
yeah.
if you're thinking about it, it's probably done. That's the rule of thumb that we want to go with. So how do you adjust your proposal?
Hmm.
Yeah, if you're thinking about it, then yeah, it's done.
It's probably done.
It's
Yeah, or it
not.
just needs
Yeah.
to be expanded, or it's been tried.
Hmm.
Mm,
Probably
like
already out there. It's just not widely known. You probably have seen it, but didn't really like take it a step further. Like and taking it a step further is like going into off the deep end a lot of times
yeah, yeah,
with
and
it.
yeah. I'm sure that there's a whole lot of people with money and people
Hmm.
that are in tech that are nervous about AI. I mean, really, really nervous.
Yeah, because they would not have jobs and they don't know where it's going
And where it's
either.
going, yeah. And
Because
then
I mean, they don't really care. If, like a lot, well, I shouldn't say don't care, but a lot of them are just like, okay, whatever, I lose my job. But they're like, is there something else after this? They don't know.
when I'm talking about people at the top, I'm not talking about the people that have
Oh,
jobs. I'm talking about
that process.
billionaires. Yeah,
Yeah,
like
billionaires, they don't know either.
Gates, and even Tesla's kind of nervous about it. And knowing
Yeah, they don't
Tesla,
know either.
yeah, yeah,
They will lose their status, like, because people expect them to know and they wouldn't know.
or they'll unleash something to where their names will be, you know,
Yeah.
scoured for the rest of their lives, or for the rest of history. These are the people
Yeah.
that unleash this on us.
Yeah, that
But you never know. It could be a blessing, could be a curse.
I'll just keep doing my work and
Keep your head down. We sending
yeah.
you to China, girl. You need to find out some stuff.
No, I don't want to.
And we putting you on a plane. We're gonna have a
Mm-mm.
GoFundMe.
Mm-mm.
You send.
I'll do a video chat. I'm ready.
We send in Nicole as an investigated scientist to China to see what's going on.
Nah, yeah, I'll just do a video. Let have them walk around with the laptop or a phone or something. And I just like, okay, that looks cool. Thanks. Like that's it. I was serious about that. I'm afraid they're gonna inject me with something. I don't know.
Oh, you come back with
Mhm.
something?
Yeah, I'm scared. Like I'm like, not cool. But yeah, I'll have to keep reading stuff because it's a lot going on. Like
Mm,
it really
yeah.
is, and it's coming. But even with what Rice does
Mm-hmm.
in her field like that,
Mm-hmm.
it's just a lot of stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's changing really, really fast. Uh, it's just Rom said I'm trying to holler at Nicole. Oh, he wants some inside scoop. I know what Rom's up to.
What?
Yeah, Rom wants him. He's trying to holler at you. He said he wants some inside information.
Yeah,
All right.
Ron,
What
slow
we
to
what
answer the
we're gonna try to do one more time. I'm gonna try to move this to my main site and see if that corrects it. If
okay.
not, well,
Okay.
I guess it'd be shorter than normal.
All right, no problem.
Okay.
So I am going to end this here. Any last while we got her on, any last questions or comments for Nicole?
Oh, what?
We
Like,
it,
not for
we
me.
always put her on the spot.
Oh
You know, I
my.
always put her on the spot.
Hmm.
I like people smarter than me.
I am not that smart. I'm still trying to figure this out.
Ram, I said Ram is rubbing his hands right now. That's okay. All right. Hey.
I'm rubbing hands like Birdman.
All right, Ram. Okay. He said that's not on his mind. Okay. All right, Ram.
What?
Down, Ram. Down. She's spoken
What is he
for.
talking about?
No, he spoke.
Oh,
She's spoken for. He
yeah.
sees that picture in that curly hair. That's what he sees.
What? What?
She's spoken for. She got a good man.
Why you sound like it's a pastor at church?
She got a
She
good
got a good
man.
man.
Got a good
Hallelujah.
man.
Hallelujah.
She's a good woman. See, he findeth a
She
wife,
sing in the
findeth a
choir.
good thing.
She sing in the choir. She make
hmm
the mashed potatoes and gravy.
hmm
She do the
Cauliflower rice on Friday.
dishes. Oh my God. Play the piano.
He said we could be we could be friends though. You ain't shit, Ron.
That's what they always say, right? They tell us
Uh-huh.
to really,
hmm hmm
we can be friends though.
Oh, when I said I mean it though. We can be friends. And when we can't be friends, nah, can't we be friends? Nope. Nope. You ain't my friend.
Well, I'm about to get off here and I'll see y'all over there on the other channel then.
All right. Yeah. I'm gonna move it to the men's channel and see if that works.
All
All
right.
right.
What a man got to do with me? You ain't shit around.
Bye. Bye.
Oh boy. All right, y'all.
All right.